This is
Touch that
super
flagpole,
sketch,
bring
dude.
it back.
Yes, that was sick. Watch out, I'm sending something. Oh, that's just one guy.
It's alright. This could have been a dangerous fella.
What happened?
Wow. Nice shot. See, this is why I will not. Hey, am I blue?
No, I'm blue. I think.
Whoa.
Sorry, dude. I should have warned you. Hit 4. Ty, you gotta shoot them in from under there.
Like that?
Just like that.
Oh, fantastic entry. Dad, you told me once that you kind of did the like core game design for Asteroids.
I did the high level design, yeah.
What is your favorite 2600 game?
Oh, I think Breakout always was.
Oh, speaking of Breakout, so Breakout's got a fun origin story.
You know, the early video games, because the chips were so slow, and because the microprocessor hadn't been invented yet, like Pong had like 65 parts, Computer Space had 180, and the more parts you had, the more expensive it was. It's also less reliable because you had more different parts. With clever design, you could trick things and get multiple functions out of a single chip. I assigned the project to Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs on the night shift, and primarily because Wozniak would show up after work at time. He'd come over and hang out with Jobs. And of course, Wozniak is a savant. And he designed a Pong that had like 35 chips.
A super Breakout for 35 chips.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was impossible. We figured sort of a benchmark quota, if you would be 65 chips. I had a bonus that I think it was $50 a chip that you could eliminate. And so you basically got a $5,000 bonus. I mean, it was a lot of money. Probably 20 years later, Woz was sitting in the kitchen at Woodside, and I said, "Hey, what did you do with your half of the bonus?" He says, "I went out to dinner." And I said, "Boy, that was one hell of a dinner." He said, "Well, you know, I got $250." and I paid the bonus for Jobs, and I said, "No, the bonus of 5,000, you know, because of." And I went through the math with him, and he says, "Oh, son of a bitch did it to me again." He says, "I would have never ever done, you know, Steve was the guy that made me a rich man, so I can't ever complain."
So here's a funny one. Okay, so Ernest Cline in Ready Player One names the bad guy Nolan. What's up with that?
I talked to him and he said, "I wanted to give you a shout out, but I couldn't be too, you know, friendly."
Why was the Chuck E. Cheese pizza so bad?
So I thought bussing tables would be a good thing to have everybody do. And so what I thought I'd do is I created Mr. Munch, the paper eater, which is basically a vacuum cleaner. I don't know if you remember, you could hold a napkin and suck it out of your hand and it'd say, "Yum, yum, Munch," like.
Oh, no.
And then I had a great big coin slot that you could roll the pizza pan in and it'd give you a token. That kids would go around and see somebody that had left their pizza not finished yet,
And steal the
They'd
pan.
steal the pan, leave the pizza right on the table to get the token.
What about Space Duel? This is such a weird game to me.
I mean, it just seems like a cooler version of Asteroids.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it feels like it could have been
Oh!
a mod to Asteroids.
Yeah, totally, totally. Was that where'd that that was like a later stage game?
I'd never played it until the Polycade.
No way.
Packaged up in a horizontal thing, and I think you could just sell the shit out of it to art too. I mean, I'll tell you right now that I would bet serious money that every Buffalo Wild Wings would have one of them in.
Okay. I mean, maybe let's keep this secret so that we don't put it on the internet and we can have a chance to hit that opportunity. People think your background might be fake. Can you pick something up from it so that we can see that it's real?
Here's my mask.
Yes, you are so tight.
I've got a story on ET.
Oh, you do? Okay.
ET was a failure the day it started.
You've got one of those cartridges and it literally smells like poop.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
smells like garbage. As you appeal more and more to the sophisticated gamer, you shed the casual gamer.
What we've seen in like a lot of the games that the modern games that we're picking up, like Tricky Towers as an example, super easy to learn, but it has enough nuance in the mechanics that it's still like a great game for your sort of more hardcore gamers, right?
Yes, exactly.
A lot of the indie developers have just done such a fantastic job of like doing, finally honing these classic mechanics and
There's also games that are strategy and games that are Twitch. Where it's really about reaction time and
So this is why Dylan just beat me.
probably lose. and the person who beat me has packed up and gone home before I know that I've gotten shot.
I
So
wish I'd sold my World of Warcraft character. I could not part with it at the time, and I actually could have gotten like $1,000 for it, I think. Someone says in the chat, Second Life was somehow more boring than regular life.
you gotta give that guy a emoji.
Give that guy an emoji.
3 emojis for you. Dad found these like old business cards from back in his Atari days, one of which even has like an old Atari logo on it.
And when we went to incorporate, we had to change the name to Atari because Syzygy was already taken from Mendocino Candle Company.
The best at Go in the family. That would be. I
Gavin.
mean, you still beat Gavin, right?
Oh yeah, he's not even in my league. On the screen.
We have right now 26 people. I think.
I thought we were talking to the masses.
We are. That's a mass. That's a mass of humans. 26 humans. And this is also being recorded and will be seen by 26 more humans tomorrow.
Probably.
It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
Well, next time we'll see if we can put a controller in your hand.
Deal. Okay.